Hello, this is Ben Parko, editor of Mashable, and I'm here with Adam Carolla. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Gemini. I like outdoor sports. I wouldn't call myself a flirt, but I have been known to send over a drink or two. I mean, usually a wine cooler. I like horses. I like all animals.
Blonde or brunette?
I like blonde horses. Or is that what you're talking about?
Sure, we'll pretend that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I like, turn-offs, smokers, mean people, Nazis, pedophiles, people that masturbate to vivisection videos, guys who put smokers who put their cigarettes out on their kids. Other turn-offs would be like people that eat cat fecal matter, and smokers that smoke cat fecal matter, and other turn-offs would be like mean people that smoke and eat cat fecal matter.
Have you ever dated someone that was that?
That'd be turn-off. Turn-ons, I like nice people and nice eyes. You have nice eyes.
Why, thank you.
And the outdoors. I like the outdoors.
Very nice. Well, do you do your podcast in the
Not
outdoors?
outside.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, for some reason, outdoors is a forest, and outside is just like it's a sidewalk, but there's a door. Outdoors, it's weird. I think they have it backwards. That should be outside. I mean, because they say outdoors, you step out your front door, you're not in the sequoias. You know what I mean?
I don't understand.
And then outside. Yeah, then they'll say I'm an outsidesman. I'm an outdoorsman. But anyway, other turn-offs would include people that drown other people and then, collect insurance. Smokers.
Would you like me to rename this article the Adam Carolla dating video?
Please.
I'd be glad to do that.
Did I say I was a Virgo?
You said you were I think you said you were a Pisces.
Oh, Pisces.
You're a Pisces.
Right. Yeah, that's the crab one.
Right.
Yeah. Turn-offs, shellfish, smoking shellfish.
You get one more and then we go to the next question.
All right, go ahead. What's your next question?
All right, let's talk about the transition. You have a very popular podcast. You went from TV to podcasting. And for our audience, can you tell that most of them probably don't know that much about the podcast? Will you tell a little bit about what you talk about and how you grew it to where it is right now?
Well, I went from radio to podcasting.
Ah, that's right.
But in a way, TV too, because I did TV, but I still do some TV. The transition was easy. I got fired from my radio job, so it's easy to... It's like transitioning to a new girlfriend. You just get dumped, and then you just go to the next one. So it's the same sort of transition. I got fired. I started doing the podcast just because I got fired and I had a bunch of free time on my hand, or I should say hands.
You do have two hands, right?
I know, but it's funny. You can't just have free time on your hand. Seems like you're masturbating.
You seem like you think a lot about wordplay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm an outdoors hand.
What are the subjects you talk about on your podcast?
Oh, anybody, at everything. I know it sounds like a non-answer, but we have guests on the show, and whoever comes on the show, we interview them, and whatever we interview them about, whatever we interview them about.
Name one of your favorite guests so far? A couple, maybe, so they don't feel bad.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta love David Alan Grier, plus it's an EEOC requirement that I bring him up. Jimmy Kimmel, of course, Joel McHale, Dana Gould is great on the podcast. Mainly funny people that think fast on their feet. And then there's always your Dr. Drews of the world. Teresa Strasser, who I used to work with on the radio, is a good one. One of the cooler ones we've had recently is Christoph Waltz, who was the Nazi Jew hunter in Inglourious Basterds.
Wow.
And he's pretty sure that guy's going to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. As a matter of fact, bet on it.
All right, you put a bet on it. random question. Why have I not been on your podcast yet?
Well, first off, we only do names, and whereas technically you have a name, people have to have heard of it. So it's, I mean, well, actually, are you going to be in LA?
Yes, I will be in LA for 140 conference in about 2 weeks.
You going to be in Nebraska?
Why the hell would I go to Nebraska?
Well, we do the podcast out of Nebraska.
Why? You do it out of Nebraska?
Yes, we do.
Damn.
We're corn huskers, or hustlers, or whatever they call them.
It proves that social media can be done practically anywhere.
Yeah. We're out in...
and so you're in LA next week or something?
We're out around Lincoln. Yeah. Oh, so you're not going to be in Nebraska?
No. I have friends in Nebraska, but...
Yeah, it's not going to be the same. Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, man. Otherwise, we would have definitely booked you, for sure. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
So why don't we talk a little bit about... What do you think of social media, Twitter, Facebook? Do you use any of those tools, and if so, how do you use them?
We would use those tools to tell people, like, hey, call in. We're going to do a podcast, and we want to take some questions. So somebody Twitter, we're taking questions now. Here's the phone number. Call us up, and we'll answer them on the podcast. So it's kind of sort of use it that way. I mean, it's not very exciting, but it's basically saying Joel McHale's going to be on the show in a half hour. If you have a question for Joel McHale, give him a call at this number.
All right. 2 last questions. Question 1, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about some of your TV, like The Man Show and all that kind of thing, but we'll relate to the podcast. What do you feel like is the biggest difference between what you did with TV and what you're doing now? What's different about it?
Well, obviously you got to put makeup on for one of them. They're both, in a way, feel like we're doing something that wasn't really done before. The Man Show was a different show. Nothing really existed like it before. It was kind of labor love. I did it with Jimmy, and Jimmy and I are great friends, and so it just felt like a natural, exploration of our creativity and our friendship, and it just felt like we got a bunch of friends together and we did a show that hadn't really been done before, and we had a lot of fun, and it seemed pretty easy, and people enjoyed it. And this is much the same, just a bunch of friends doing something that hasn't really been done before. I'm not calling us pioneers, I just mean this is all started by my buddies and working with people I like and who I share friendship with, and just doing something that's different that hasn't really been around before this. So in a way, there's actually a lot of similarities between the two. Minus the hot chicks.
Minus the hot chicks, the jumping and trampolines.
And the beer and the payday. Other than that, it's awesome.
All right. Last question. Actually, just any random piece of advice you'd like to give to our millions of readers.
Well, like if you pick your nose when you drive, and sometimes you rub your boogers on like some notebook paper or something like that, some directions or something that's in your car, like on the passenger seat. Don't tell your assistant, Jay, to go out to your car and get the paperwork, because he'll see the boogers on it, and then he'll bring it back into the house, and then he'll say in front of the person that you told him to get the thing out, like he'll say, talk about the boogers. And
but what if you really need the papers?
I mean, that never happened to me. But I'm saying, just out the window,
All right.
And by the way, when you're driving behind that guy who's doing this, what else other than the, you know what I mean? He ain't signaling, he ain't doing nothing. That weird booger hand. You ever get behind the booger hand guy?
Ah, yes, I understand.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure not to be behind you then.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't pick my nose. What?
He sleep picks. You sleep pick. I'm putting the yes.
Nah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Good to meet you. Ben, is it?
Ben, yes. This
Yes,
is
Ben.
Mashable
Thank you,
and
Ben.
Adam Carolla.